Hi, my name is Grace Crocker and I am an accounting major at UMass Amherst. This summer I worked as an intern in the Accounting and Finance department at Keating and was able to play the role as a full-time staff accountant. First, I will explain my daily responsibilities. Peak is a program we use to track how many tons of crushed stone we produce in 3 of our locations, Acushnet, Lunenburg, and Cranston. I upload these amounts into a program called Viewpoint, which is essentially like an electronic filing cabinet, so we can keep track of the costs of daily production. At the end of the month, Mandy, the accounting manager, or myself, creates a depletion entry to record the cost of extracting stone from each of our quarries. Another daily task I have is to upload meter readings from our pieces of equipment, which is important for us to know because it can help the equipment department determine when a piece of equipment requires maintenance or needs to be replaced. Or it can also tell us if a piece of equipment is not being utilized, so we can make the decision that we no longer need to rent it. I also perform daily fuel uploads to help track our fuel inventory, how much we are spending on fuel, as well as the type of fuel we are using for different pieces of equipment. The importance of doing this is because registered on-road vehicles have to pay additional tax while non-registered vehicles do not, and when we are audited we have to show proof of where our fuel is being used. Keeping track of the fuel also helps us in decision making, because the equipment department at Keating has its own revenue flowing in, and fuel is a portion of the cost that goes into the decision of how rental rates are determined. Something that I did on a weekly basis was processing certified payrolls for all of the jobs we are working on across the state, which provides evidence that we are in compliance with government standards when it comes to paying employees prevailing wages, fulfilling minority and apprentice requirements, and more. I also created a standard operating process to show others how this process is done. Similar to the certified payroll process, I also created a different method for tracking the prevailing wages paid to employees driving trucks with ready-mix concrete. The RMC tickets unfortunately cannot be done the same way the certified payrolls are processed because these trucks can't be set up to one job in particular. They are driving around to different jobs constantly, and there is no way to trigger where that piece of equipment is going, so I created an Excel spreadsheet to track the employees driving RMC trucks to show that we are paying them prevailing wages. In the middle of each month, I perform a bank reconciliation for our accounts receivable account, which involves creating an Excel spreadsheet and sorting daily transactions from each of our locations and matching those amounts to the bank statement and clearing these entries in Viewpoint. Clearing the entries allows us to see the outstanding deposits at the end of the month that need to be cleared the next month. Lastly, at month end, I write up various entries and enter them into Viewpoint, such as depletion entries, depreciation, and adjustments to ensure that costs are being expensed under the correct piece of equipment. In the accounting department, the bottom line relates to the accurate reporting of financial information for the purpose of these 3 areas of accounting. Financial accounting focuses on reporting financial information to external parties, such as our shareholders and government agencies based on U.S. GAAP, while management accounting is the process of measuring, analyzing, and reporting financial and non-financial information, then using this information to develop strategies and evaluate performance. The area of accounting where I did most of my work this summer was cost accounting, which is the process of measuring, analyzing, and reporting financial information related to the cost of acquiring or using resources at a company.